had a really great 4th of July. We went across the Gulf Stream over to the Bahamas, to South Bimini for the 4th of July, and took Joleen with me. The weather was beautiful the whole time, super calm, a really clear water. Got to do some diving and saw lots of great fish. We saw some really nice corals, and all in all, it was just a fabulous trip to go over and see the fish in the Bahamas and the corals and all the natural habitat. One of the interesting things was we were on the bank. It was hot. The water was 86.3 degrees coming off of the bank towards east of Great Isaacs. We went about 13 miles, got a really big hog snapper there. And we're looking at that really hot water, and obviously the hot water is really problematic for the corals, but we did find some beautiful coral heads, big mounds of boulder corals, some other brain corals. We had areas with yellow sea fans near shore and purple sea fans everywhere, lots of tropical fish, really, really beautiful. And we went over to a spot that I've been going to for years with a big Aquarium palmata colony that is right out in front of Honeymoon Harbor, which is on the west side of Gun Cay, where the red and white lighthouse at Gun Cay. And I've been looking at that piece of Aquarium palmata or elkhorn coral for, I don't know, I've probably seen that piece of coral for at least 30 years. And ultimately this year it was starting to go downhill, which is really kind of a bummer because it's one of the only palmata pieces I know in that area. So it doesn't look like it's going to make it. So we left Honeymoon Harbor and moved up towards Picket Rocks. I knew there was that piece of pillar coral up that way, and sure as heck we found it. It was doing fantastic, growing, thriving, really incredible and exciting to see the endangered pillar corals growing so well in about 10 feet of water right in front of the massive wave surge zone that faces the west side of those islands. But again, some really nice footage of other very large boulder type corals near the Gulf Stream that are doing super well. There's one really big one. I didn't get a chance to video that. I'll try to do it next time. And then I really still need to go to Mama Rhoda Rock, which is all the way across beyond the pocket by Chub Cay, because there's a lot of palmata there. On our next trip, we're gonna make it a point to go that extra 80 miles one way just to go see the palmata and see the condition of the elkhorn corals there. So we came back, made it back home on a beautiful, flat, calm day, going across the Gulf Stream in the tower the whole way home, and then turned around on Monday this week and went to Naples. We have a large project that we've been working on. The house has been in different forms of construction for almost 4 years now. We have a large, very tall jellyfish aquarium that's 6.5 feet tall, and a reef aquarium that's about 520 gallons. That is also a tall reef aquarium. Both are acrylic. That one's 56 inches tall and about 76 inches long. And then we have a remote filtration room for that space, which is super nice. Buddy mapped out the plumbing underneath the big jellyfish aquarium. We were there for 3 days. That plumbing's coming together super nice. Gio's put together the plumbing underneath the large reef aquarium, and that plumbing's coming together really good. I also jumped into the aquarium today, put some more detail aqua roche rock into the really nicely detailed aqua roche inside of this reef. So being that it's so tall, the aqua roche comes in really well because we had it custom fabricated just for this particular aquarium. It's all in place, siliconed, and I put branches in there, and then shimmied my way back out of the aquarium, and I have great pictures of it from above where you can look down. And the idea with that, being that the tank is only about 28 inches wide and super tall, is to have it come down and slope down so when the reef grows in, it still gets light inside of the aquarium. So that's moving along super well. There's a really large poly sump for the jellyfish aquarium and the remote filter room that they gave us. About 2 years ago, they allowed that to happen. They fiberglass floor. It's all waterproofed. So the big sump is in. We've got the plumbing set for that going into place now. We'll go back again probably next week for a day and install the chillers and other parts of the components. They're still doing millwork. So that project's going along. We expect that to finish potentially early into August, at least the millwork for the reef tank. The jellyfish tank may take a little longer, but we're still going to keep plumbing and finishing that really fabulous project with a reef and a jellyfish in one home over in the Naples area. So that's a really great project we're looking forward to. Great time to go to the Bahamas and then go work a little bit more on a reef aquarium. And this weekend, the governor of the state of Florida gave us an extra day for lobster season. So Sunday we'll be out catching lobster for a one-day event. So we'll get some footage of that and send that to you next week. So remember to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.